And here we are, game number 1 between Elazer and Yoda. A TVZ spawning in the bottom right hand corner of the map. We find our red Terran player. It is Yoda. His opponent, the blue Xur player, spawning in the top left hand corner of the map. It is going to be Elazer from AT Gaming. Now the party hats are still rocking on top of those drones and on top of those SCVs. I cannot wait for them to remove them once again, because it just looks so insanely weird for that. Probably will get a lot of hate for that too, for just saying that. They have been very distracting. And it would be nice to at least be able to remove the skin. I don't mind if people want to play with that, that's fine. But it just looks so insanely silly when you're playing a competitive tournament like this. You're in the finals of today's Go4sc2 Cup, and they're just silly party hats on top of your drones. So let's see. It's going to be a Reaper opening from Yoda. He is starting that barracks at the front of his wall, at the front of his ramp towards his natural. Following that up with a very quick refinery to get enough gas out to start that Reaper. And so far Elazer is looking to go for a hatch first. He has a lot of minerals banked up, and there we go. He does put it down. It's pretty safe to do so against a Terran opponent, unless of course the Terran wants to be extremely aggressive. But let's see in this game how that is going to go. The Overlord is going to get a very nice scout out, and that barracks almost completed right now. 50 gas in the bank right there, and the Reaper is going to be on its way. Now that SCV will be the preliminary scout for Yoda, just to find out if his opponent is throwing something funky at him, to see if he needs to wall off very quickly or if he can start that command center on the low ground. He's sending down that SCV first to get that extra supply depot going, of course, and after that he will very soon get his 400 minerals to start that expansion. Now the SCV is going to scout that there is that hatchery on the low ground, immediately sending back that SCV, because the SCV already knows what it needs to see on the back of this. The first Reaper going to make its way towards the base of Elazer. Second Reaper is going to be on the way. Let's see if he wants to go up to a third one. But the SCV back at home already in position to start that command center the moment he has that 400 minerals, and he does put it down. Very standard for sure. But will the Reaper get any kills? One drone is getting pretty low, but the gas mining has already started, being at 100 gas right now. Oh, it just needs one more trip. Very nice micro on top of that Reaper, but the Zerglings are trying to chase it away. One drone being pretty low on health. Will he be able to get it? No, he's not committing to it with this amount of Zerglings out already. And one kill on that Reaper. Second Reaper will be joining up with it quite quickly right now. And two Reapers will move in. Not quite enough to deal with a Queen efficiently in one go, but still picking away at that Queen is still going to be very nice for a follow-up push, as long as he keeps those Reapers alive though. So for now they really need to regenerate that health. Zergling speed already halfway of the way done behind all of this. So let's see how long Elazer wants to wait before he is getting his third command center. It should not be too long, but well, actually with 3 Reapers here, that is actually starting to be a threat. Now the factory is almost going to be done. 2 shotting on top of those drones, going to be very nice, and 3 Reapers of course going to be enough to deal with a Queen. So they will lose quite a bit of life. But with 2 Queens there, he still has to be very careful. No, that creep tumor is not going to go down. Might even be better also to save that energy for the transfuse in case it is necessary, but he decides to put it down anyway. Queens really benefit a lot from that creep spread. So this would be a time to send out that drone towards the third base. He is going to put it down. It's already queued up to do so, nothing there to block it. Now the Reapers do have to return back home, because Zergling speed is now going to be done, and if those Reapers are caught out of position, they're not going to get anything done. But those Reapers, 1 worker killed for Yoda. That's not really what Yoda was looking for. Did not pick off any Queens. Did not pick off any workers except the one that did fall. But it will make his Hellion push a little bit stronger. Viking now even going to be on the way to deal with the Overlords that have been scouting around his base. But from this, we will see a very normal transition into into bio, since the stim pack upgrade is being researched. Now let's see how this is going to go. Currently Elazer is supply blocked a little bit. He has 3 queens at the front. Those Reapers and Hellions poking a little bit, but there are only 2 Hellions here for now. Zerglings are going to be in production, but there are not too many out just yet. Drone count being at 41 is already quite high. So let's see if he will be able to hold on with not taking too much damage. All of those queens already in the orange and in the yellow. So he needs more units, but he's going straight into roaches. He did put down the roach warren at his natural already. And 11 roaches on the way. He's going to go for a very big push on the back of this, because 11 roaches, that is going to be too much for just defense. He needs to do damage with that. And the Zerglings were already gathering up towards the right hand side. They're going to catch a few of those Hellions. Not going to go on the attack. But no Hellions have been lost. Nothing has been lost just yet for Yoda. And Zerglings are gathered towards the right hand side. The Baneling nest is almost done, but the Hellions will find those Zerglings. Those Zerglings have to get out of there, because otherwise he cannot go for that bust. 60 more Zerglings on the way, but without Banelings that is not really going to happen. Finally, the Zerglings have a little bit of peace of mind. The roaches are moving forward across the map. They have already been spotted, of course, by that Viking, who's already up to 3 kills right now. 2 Marauders with this army. That's a lot of Hellions. But the Marauders are the big damage dealers right now. Zerglings coming in from the back, killing off one of the Marauders already. The second one does get picked off. And all of those roaches already so insanely low on health. More Zerglings streaming forward. But I don't know how much damage he's going to be able to do. He does not have the Banelings to bust through this wall. He just needs to lift it up, and he will be fine right there. Finally, we do see some Banelings to get some burst damage against those Hellions. But the splash damage from those units is going to be insane. And all of those roaches are 1 or 2 hits away from dying off. The Banelings do take out that Viking that had landed. But he is going into that mineral line. Oh, a lot of Banelings still in position. He has to chase it down, but more and more Zerglings are going to come through. But I do believe that he can hold this. Oh, great Baneling destination right there. Killing off 9 workers in total. The bunker's not really being used, but Yoda has cleaned this up, and he has a 3rd command center even behind this. Worker count completely equal. It was pretty all in still, but Yoda has been able to hold on pretty intensely right there. 9 more roaches on the way, 10 more roaches on the way, and another set of Zerglings is streaming across the map. He needs to do more damage, but will he be able to do that? Micro from Yoda has been impeccable, especially with lifting those weakened Marauders up into that medevac. Oh, the Zerglings and roaches might be able to catch 2 Marauders out of position, but he can just lift them up in case things get dicey. Zerglings, the roaches are being targeted down. The Marauders are getting pretty low. One of them does get taken out. A second one will get taken out. The Hellions are left here to fend for themselves, but he needs Banelings and he needs Zerglings at the front. The bunker is still empty. Army supply for Yoda is pretty much non-existent, but as long as he can hold this wall, it will be fine for him. But there are a lot of Banelings now on the production tab. Will he be able to hold on? A lot of SCVs already been pulled to hold this off. The first hold was pretty amazing, but the follow-up push is going to be pretty scary right there. The bunker is still up, but a lot of workers already went down. The bunker now also falling. Hellions doing their splash damage to the best of their abilities, but Yoda down to 50 supply right now. Baneling still streaming forward. Natural base has been ransacked right there. Has been evacuated by Yoda. Can he bust up this wall? 1 Marauder, 5 Marines are up here. Beautiful Widowmine hit right there. Doing a lot of damage against these roaches, but it looks like Elazer has done it with this follow-up push. It's going to be very difficult for Yoda to actually hold on here. Workers are being pulled to fight here. There are no more Banelings, but the SCVs that are at the natural base are going to get killed off by the follow-up push with Zerglings. 7 SCVs are remaining on this map, but he has held his main base. If he can retake his natural base, he is still a Terran player with 3 CCs. He can go into the triple SCV production, but he needs those supply depots very fast now too. Army supply now still in favor of Elazer. More and more roaches are going to come through. He does not want to give Yoda any air to breathe. He has a lead right now, but can he capitalize on that? That is going to be the main question. 1 SV on the production tab because he is supply blocked. those banelings are not gonna happen. But roaches are here. 3 medevacs here to heal everything up, and that's quite a bit of bio already. Triple medevac drop heading towards the natural base. He has to go there very quickly. More Zerglings towards the south side. But Yoda needs to do quite a bit of damage here. The Queen is working on those on those medevacs, but the positioning for these bio units is just insane. And now it is going to be Elazer who is dropping in supply. Those stimmed up medevacs are insane. Oh, Mr. Pink lagging again once again a little bit. Yoda is evening up that supply. Those roads are not going to be able to trade very cost efficiently once stim is done. And Yoda, is he really going to bring this back? His natural base was completely died off. The drones, however, are still alive for Elazer. His economy is so much better. Yoda is just relying on those mules. He's dropping on the plateau just to make sure that the Zerglings cannot really engage this efficiently. But the roaches will come through. No real answer against those medevacs. There is a lair, so the spire could be built, but if you start building a spire right now, it's still going to be 100 seconds away before it finally will do anything. Bailing speed also not going to be done just yet. More roaches is what he needs against these marines on that plateau. But more and more bioforce will be piling on that pressure. Yoda actually taking the supply lead in terms of army supply, while even being at only half the amount of workers of Elazer. Once again, he cannot really push through in that main base, but there are so many units here for Elazer. But there is another parade coming towards his front, towards his third base, towards his natural base. 7 more drones on the production tab, even droning up even harder behind this. Going for the Hydra Den. No upgrades for Elazer whatsoever. The 1-1 is going to be done for Yoda already, so he has that going for him. That's what allowed him to trade pretty cost efficiently. Another drop at that natural base. There are Widow Mines here. The Widow Mine is going to do quite a bit of damage. Well, not the best detonations at all, but there is going to be that triple medevac drop behind the main base. Mineral line again. Also pressure at the third base. That Widow Mine did quite a bit of friendly damage there too. All those bioforces are so insanely low on health. He has to lift out of there, but that main base already taking quite a bit of damage. 14 more Zerglings on the way. Finally, Hydra is to deal with those air units, with those medevacs. But he's focusing down that Hydralisk then. Is he going to get it? Yes, he is going to get it. Lifts off and get out of there. There is going to be the GG, and Yoda, after that amazing bust, still takes it.